Boom. Ta 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 ta. Boom. 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 First of all, I'd like to thank all you who got vision in a world full of no vision. You know what I'm saying? The company takes theirs and half of yours. 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 The company takes theirs more than half of yours. We need to flip it upside down, people. Let's flip it. The company takes theirs, give yours to yours. The company takes theirs, give yours to yours. The company takes theirs, give yours to yours. The company takes theirs, gives yours to yours. It means theirs and yours to yours. The company takes theirs and yours to yours. The company takes theirs, gives yours to yours. That's about the business, the choice. What I'm saying is maybe we should all stop complaining. The path is changing, we might as well be gaining. Figure it out, the math don't lie. But people try to convince you why you shouldn't try. The new guy who took it to a new high. Change is tough, caught in a rut. Daily grinding and no timing. Looking at something new hits your mind and you gotta pause. Look at the current flaws and discover new ways to take it to the next wave of the future. Future. Talking about rideshare, baby. It's time to flip the script. 100% of your fares and tips. The company's Tryp. Time to start tripping and get tripping. You know what I'm saying? Wyman's musical rideshare. Peace out. Hello, YouTube viewers. Hello to my fellow rideshare riders and drivers out there. This is Wyman's musical rideshare, as you well know. Today, I want to be as concise as possible, but I want to address something that I think is the reason, one of the major reasons why everybody's kind of perplexed as to why the company Tryp, this new rideshare company that is going to be competing with Uber and Lyft, why it is still has not launched yet. And first and foremost, one of the things I want to say is that the only biggest flaw I believe that happened with this company in particular, as regards to the populace, okay, is that most startup companies, when they get started, they get started as a small group of starters, founders, and they come together and they come to secret meetings and they get all of their ideas and all that hashed out, and they've laid out their plan to start their company. And I'm talking about all different types of companies that you well know, from Amazon to Apple to any of the Microsoft, any of the major companies that we all know and love today. They started off clandestine. They started off in the cut, right? And when you do your research, you find out that most startups take at least about 3 years to actually get off the ground. The difference between those companies, and because most of the time, by the time they get off the ground, they've already done their preliminary years of preparation. Starbucks, all those companies prepared for 3 years, 1.5 years, 2 years before they actually, the public gets aware of the company. You see? So all their preliminary work is already laid. So therefore, when the company comes out, everybody thinks, wow, this company just popped out of nowhere. No, it didn't. The difference between those companies and Tryp is that Tryp is, and I wouldn't say it's a flaw, but it is something that right now it becomes an issue because this is going to be laid on a referral marketing basis. So you have a situation where the people are going to help build the company, not just the small board, the small executives, where all of that, as the company grows, all that money flows to them. This is a company that's now going to turn it upside down and going to allow the people, the power to the people, where the people now have the ability to be able to build this company. And as they build it, the revenue of its growth gets shared with those who did the work of building the company, and the rewards will be given on a residual passive basis. Okay. And also the company is willing to give stock equity. Okay. As the company grows and moves towards public status in the future. So because this was built on that platform, everybody now is real time looking at the company. So the company is being scrutinized while it's still in this preliminary phase. So everybody now is expecting this thing. Come on, where is it? Not realizing that they're doing all the things that a natural newborn company would do to set their foundation for their success. We now have, a lot of us have yap. I'm included. We've yapped our mouths because we're so excited about something, but at the same time, we're not involved. We're still not in that room where they're doing all the planning to make sure that when this company is launched, it's done right. Okay, because Amazon, if they didn't let their foundation was weak, Microsoft, their foundation was weak. Any of those companies that okay, those companies had to lay their foundation strong in order to, when they do launch, be successful. So Tryp is making sure that's happening. So we have to just be patient, and we have to actually say, like, okay, wait a minute. We look even premature because this company is setting some serious foundations. They got to get approved in markets. They got to do all the things that all the regulations that have been put in place. They have to make sure that they get approved in every airport. All of those things have to happen before a new rideshare company is released. Now, it's going to happen. But the thing about it is it going to happen according to our excitedness, or is it going to happen according to logic? And this is how it really works. The business is going to launch, but when it launches, here's the key thing that's needed. The company cannot launch unless there's enough drivers to fulfill a market. And everybody's thinking, well, what about the riders? The riders, let me tell you something. When a company called Cricket came out, nobody thought Cricket. I mean, who would, a telecom company named Cricket? Come on. That company is successful. Very, 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 very successful. Because when a new company came out and the public, there's a new telecom company? Oh, okay, let me check it out. Let me try it. That's what the public does. That's what consumers do. They will try new things. So all they got to do is just have a little marketing. See, the marketing and the efforts of marketing, the traditional marketing is going to be geared towards the passengers when the drivers are ready to go, so that the market, when all of this influx of passengers, let me try Tryp. There's not 250 drivers in an area that needs 5,000 drivers. And then there's 10, 15, 20, 35 minutes in order to get a ride because there's not enough drivers. And now the passengers, I'm going to go ahead and order my Lyft. I'm going to go order my Uber. You see? So the drivers, that's what we need now. Okay. So everybody's wondering, well, why isn't Tryp launched yet? We're waiting on the numbers of drivers to get on board. Now, here's the deal. A lot of drivers, this is what this video is about. This video is about addressing the $250 startup fee for drivers, because that has been like some kind of new wave of, well, I'm going to chill because, wait a minute, I got to put upfront $250 initially before I even start driving. That's only a one-time fee. That's a setup fee. And that's a setup fee for all of the, the background check, setting up your merchant account. You're gonna be getting a merchant account. Every driver is gonna be getting its own merchant account, their own merchant account. That takes money to set up. So because it takes money to set it up, a lot of people think, well, why don't they just do like Uber and Lyft? Uber and Lyft didn't charge me to do a background check. Uber and Lyft didn't charge to set up my account. My account was set up for free. Why was that? That's where we got to go and start looking into the details of how these things work. Why does Uber and Lyft not have to charge you an upfront fee to do all of the background checks, which costs money? Every time they do a background check on someone, it costs money, significant money. There's a company that has to do that they have to pay. And there's other things they have to do to set up your account. Okay? Why don't they charge you? You remember there was a video that I did back in the day, a few months ago. Okay? It was when I first started doing YouTube. The name of the video is Uber Lyft drivers want all of their fare. That was the name of the video. In that video, I sung a John Legend cover, All of Me. All of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges. That's the one I sung in there. And I could make a spinoff where drivers want all of me fares. Drivers want all of me fares. Okay? We want all of me fares. Now, that video was very powerful because in that video, I showed this. Can you see this? Rideshare Comp Day. Okay. Now I'm probably gonna flip it because I don't know if you're seeing it backwards or not. But Rideshare Comp Day, and in this, I shared something very, very, very significant. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna flip it right now so you can see it. You remember this? This was a day in the life of Wyman actually doing rides with one of the rideshare company. And I showed this in my video. This is the day that this is a day. Now, let me ask you a question. You first start off with Uber and Lyft, and this is your first day. Let's say this is your first day. You're gung-ho. You ready to get out there, and you ready to do some rides. And you start day one. Now, you already paid for your insurance. Your insurance isn't paid for. You already put gas in your car. That's money you put in. That's upfront expense. You made sure that all your registration is all tight. You paid your tax on your registration. All that's done. Okay, so it's all upfront money in order to even start. Then you're going out and you're driving, okay, and you're starting to do your fares. Now, your first fare, this is my first fare on this day, okay, this is a day in the life of Wyman. $14.59 was my first ride for the day, but I only received $8.92. Upfront fee was just paid. 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 Are you getting the thing? So this is why Uber and Lyft do not need to charge you an upfront one-time fee, because every single ride you do, they're going to charge or take a percentage of your fares, which is a fee. So this is a day in the life of Wyman, as I showed in that video, where the passengers paid $227.62. But I received $134.72 after they took out all of their fares, their percentage. They $763, I got $405. So that was, for that day, $92.90. So for your first day working for Uber Lyft, you just gotten, this was your day, this was your fee day one. The fee you pay, oh, I don't want to pay no upfront fee. Your first day, if you worked like this, like I did 17 rides that day, your first day you were paid $92.90. Okay? So that means now you need to do, the math does not lie. Now you take 90, let's say you did it every day like this. And let's say at 25 days of the month, and they took a $92.90 fee from you every single day of those 25 days, do the math. Huh? $92.90 taken from you in that one day times 25 days. Let's say every day was the same, and they took out the same fee every day. Times 25 days is $2,322.50. Okay, so what fee would you rather pay? One upfront fee of $250, so that the company can take their expenses of setting you up and use that money to do that, and a one-time deal, okay? And you're done. Or every single month, get approximately $2,000 or more in fees taken from you every 30 days, and as long as you drive, month after month after month. Now the $250 is a no-brainer. All you have to do is just do the math. The math doesn't lie. You people try to lie, but the math doesn't. Now here's the deal. What I'm trying to say is this. This company is allowing you to be your own business. Okay? Your own business owner. So any business requires an upfront investment. Now the company, because they're not going to be dipping into every single one of your fares. So day one, when you start, that day, you're going to bring home that $227.62 instead of the $134.72. And hypothetically, in that day, if that day turns out the same way that day was for me, you're bringing home the whole amount. So therefore, you're making that extra $92.90 every single day because you only paid a one upfront fee to get started for them to set you up. And now that you have your merchant account, now you're your own business owner. Drivers, what in the world are you waiting on? I mean, really, at this point, if there should be a drove of drivers coming in, when they understand sometimes the math has to be put in your face. Well, you can see it up front. And so, whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Man, I've been giving a ton of money up. And you tell me there's a company that's going to come that's going to allow me to be able to pay one upfront startup fee so the company got to make money. The company can't lose money every time. Uber and Lyft, they act like they listen. They are not losing anything by setting you up for free, quote unquote, because the moment you start driving, they're going to get their fee. Every ride, indefinitely. They're going to continue to get a fee every single month from you, every single drive you make. Okay, so this, out of sight, out of mind. Sometimes when you're just doing your daily drives and you're doing a drive after drive after drive after drive, you're not realizing the fee that you're actually paying with these other companies with this current model. You follow me? So this is very, very important that you understand that, because then the drivers, there should be no hesitation to be like, whoa, wait a minute. Now you mean to tell me that the only thing that's holding this thing up is I'm just lingering. I'm still in a position as a rider, but I haven't made the transition to go over to driver. Well, why not? Because this company, once you get the drivers to get in the area, they're going to do the marketing, advertising to the public, and then all the passengers are going to be requesting rides. But the drivers are not in place. Why in the world would they market to these passengers when there's no drivers to fulfill the drives? It needs to be comparable to Uber and Lyft. Then it needs to take 5 minutes for a trip driver to arrive. That means that every market needs to have thousands of drivers. So let's stop hesitating, people, and let's take a leap, because sometimes in business you have to take that leap. But if this company is already getting, and it's done everything to set up, the app is available, everything is ready, they just need drivers to fill up the markets. And once that happens, the launch can occur. Okay, so that's really what it's all about. And what I really wanted to make this video poignant, because we need a wake up call. Because this is happening, and it's been happening for years. Now, not saying that the companies have not been, a great godsend for people to be able to earn extra income and work on their own schedule. That's great. But now a new wave needs to occur, a new change. It's time for the industry to evolve to the next level. And Tryp is going to help that to happen. There will be other rideshare companies guaranteed that's going to come out with the same model. The paradigm shift has changed already. It's already happened. Pandora's box has been opened. Drivers are starting to realize, well, I need to be with a company that's going to give me 100% of my fares and tips, because I'm doing all the work. I'm funding everything. I'm maintaining my car. I can hardly keep up with the maintenance, because if I had that $227.62 that day, instead of that $134 going home after a long day's worth of work, I could have used that extra $92.90 to put towards my mechanical expenses. Okay, does that make sense? So drivers, I'm addressing the $250 starter fee, because if that's what's holding us back, then why is it holding us back? Okay, well, I'm an influencer, but I'm about to sign up as a driver. Why not? Okay, not only that, there is a really huge incentive for drivers to get on board and as a driver influencer before the end of this month. Okay, I'm not going to even go into more details about that. I'm going to let you research that. There's corporate calls. There is the last Thursday there was a corporate call that told us a lot of information. Well, I don't want to mess it up, because I'm just learning myself, so I'm not going to go into any details. But I will tell you, not just I'm trying to bait you or anything, but there is a strong, very very strong significance to getting involved as a driver influencer before the end of this month. Okay, so with that being said, I'm addressing the $250 fee. It's a non-issue, because do not think that Uber and Lyft does not charge you fees to kazoo, because they do, and they do it from every single ride you make, every step you take. Okay, so I have another video that I did in the past. Drivers, do you feel what was the name of the video? It says, drivers, do you feel limited, capped, controlled? And in that video I did a sting cover, every breath you take. Okay, and that's really what it's all about. Every drive you make, they're taking a percentage. So therefore, you're not a business owner. Okay, unfortunately you're not, because really at the end of the day, if you're funding everything and you put all your money into this thing, your car is depreciating because of this, then you deserve to be able to earn from your efforts. Every single passenger you pick up, that takes effort. Okay, and when you pick up that passenger should be your passenger, and it should reflect in what you earn. That's what I believe. So if there's a company called Tryp that's going to make that happen, then let's go for it. Okay, so drivers, let's really get serious and let's do our more research. If you need to do more research, do more research. But what I'm trying to tell you is, if we want this thing to launch, if we want Tryp to get off the ground, then there absolutely must be enough drivers to support every single market. Okay, so let's get busy, let's get involved, and let's take this to the next level, because this is going to happen anyway. All right, it's been a pleasure speaking with all of you. I hope everyone has a great morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're listening to this video. I've just addressed the $250 issue. To me, it's a non-issue. If you have any other ideas or you think the contrary, then please put in the comments why you believe that the $250 to pay up front to start driving, where you get 100% of your fares and tips and everything after that, indefinitely, they're never going to take a percentage of your fares. Why in the world would the $250 fee be an issue? I don't know, but that's the thing. I really do believe that's what's allowing the drivers to kind of like sit back and kind of wait. Well, expect that a startup company is going to take time to launch, because every other company that I know of did it in the background, so nobody knew, right? So it is what it is. Hope everybody has a great evening, morning, afternoon, whenever you're listening. Peace out.